Week 1 shooting the 6-inch Model 19. You start in the box. It's a table start, so your gun's going to be on either barrel. You get to decide which one you want. And then all the paper targets require 2 hits each. All the square steel require 2 hits. All the round steel require 1 hit, and the pepper poppers need to fall. You can shoot any of the targets from anywhere. You have to start in the box, but you don't have to shoot anything from the box or any particular location, just from inside the fault lines, wherever you can see them. You can shoot as much as you want till you're happy. You can fire 6 rounds at each target, or just whatever you want. So here you go. Here's the footage for week 1.
Ready. Stand by.
Okay, so that was week 1. It was a little rusty. I did a few things. I was glad that it was a table start, because this long revolver in this holster, you're pulling it almost up to your armpit before you can get it out and get it in the fight. But I had a few mistakes. I overran one of the shooting ports and had to back up. I had my head down on my reload and had to take a few steps back while I was closing the cylinder to get to it. It cost me some time, but not too much. First string was 43-44. I did shoot it clean. I got all my hits. I did have one of my speed loaders fail, one of the Comp 2s. I'll go over that the next string. And I cut my finger, so my ring finger on my left hand, the one that opens the cylinder up, I did slice that somewhere. When I was loading for the next string, I noticed it and just shot with it. But somehow or other that happened. I think it was the recoil shield here. I can't imagine how I did it, but I'm assuming something just, when I opened it like that, I scraped it against it somehow. And either I've got very thin skin, or that's, I don't know how it happened, but it did. I don't think it affected me much. So the second string, I shot that in 50-27, but I did have 2 misses on paper. And I also had 2 of the Comp 3 speed loaders fail. But to fix that, I ended up chamfering the chambers on the cylinder, just putting a little bevel around each one. I've done it before on a 45 cylinder. It was a little tighter workspace on the 38 cylinder. Just to walk you through it. So the Comp 3s and Comp 2s work the same way. I've got a different cylinder here. This one has not been chamfered, but how this works is there's a little button right inside there, and when you push that button, it releases the cartridges. What was happening was the case rim was hitting on this square edge in here, and I could shake it to get it in, but in the heat of competition, I was just pushing it in. It's like, it's not going, it's not going, it's not going. Just threw it. Just went to the next one, came up, happened 2 in a row, and then I just grabbed one of the HKS's, and even though the cartridges would catch on that, once I unlocked it manually and shook it, they would fall in. Whereas this, I have to insert it deep enough for it to happen. But you can get where it's on there, and it's not going to release. But with the chamfered cylinders, now it drops right in, and I mean, you saw that. I just kind of dropped it, and it released, and they fell in. And that also happens with the Comp 2s. They're not spring-loaded, but now they just fall right in. And there we go, now we have it loaded. loaded revolver. So that was week 1. It was fun. It was a little rusty. I'm glad I got out. I think I'll do better next week. So we had 66 people that shot for score this week, and I was 59th. So I wasn't in the back of the bottom, but I was really close. If I didn't have my 2 misses, 10 seconds and penalties, I would have finished 53rd. And I think I can do better than that. We've got a few more people registered to shoot that didn't shoot week 1 for some reason. So hopefully I can get up into the 30s. That's my goal right now. So if we have 66, say 70 overall, if I can get to about 35 on a couple of the weeks, man, I'll feel really good about myself. But that's it. See you next week. Bye.